Claim denial for pre-existing condition.
Claim adjustment reason code, 51.
These are non-covered services because this is a pre-existing condition.
Pre-existing condition. Pre-existing conditions are health issues that a patient already has when applying for a new insurance policy.
Insurers may deny coverage for these conditions because the risk of claims related to these conditions is considered high.
Request denial date. The first step in addressing the denial is to obtain the date on which the claim was denied. This date is important for tracking timelines and actions.
Waiting period start and end dates. Determine the start and end dates of the waiting period associated with the patient's pre-existing condition. Waiting periods are defined periods during which the insurance policy does not provide coverage for certain conditions. Check date of service, DOS, against waiting period. Verify whether the date of service, DOS, for the claim falls within the waiting period. If it does, the claim should be denied as a non-covered service due to the pre-existing condition. If it doesn't, the claim may be processed. Claim denied due to DOS within waiting period. If the DOS falls within the waiting period, the insurance will deny the claim, stating it is non-covered due to the pre-existing condition. Claim process for DOS outside waiting period. If the DOS is outside the waiting period, you can proceed to bill the claim. There's no need to bill the claim to a secondary or consecutive payer as they won't process it. Billed claim to patient. In cases where the DOS falls outside the waiting period and the claim is billable, it should be billed to the patient.
Important note.
If the date of service, DOS, falls within the waiting period for the pre-existing condition, the claim should not be billed, as it will be denied as non-covered. Secondary or consecutive payers should not be billed for these claims because they are not likely to process them. If the patient has other primary insurance coverage, the claim can be billed to that primary insurance. Handling claim denials related to pre-existing conditions involves careful verification of the waiting period and ensuring that claims are not submitted when the DOS falls within this period. Claims should only be billed when the waiting period has elapsed. Note, in March 2010, President Obama signed a law called the Affordable Care Act. This law created a plan called the Pre-Existing Condition Insurance Plan, PCIP. This plan helps people who have been denied health insurance by private companies because they have a pre-existing condition. Before this law, people with pre-existing conditions had few affordable options to get the care they needed. Insurance companies could refuse to sell them coverage, charge them higher premiums, or offer them coverage that did not include benefits for their pre-existing conditions.